Good afternoon, YouTube world. I'm your host, Paul Italia. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. So I want to first shout out to the sponsors. We got griparmsports.com. If you haven't already, make sure to get over to their website. They just released a whole new clothing line. They got a bunch of arm wrestling straps and all just great stuff for us arm wrestlers. Use the code Italia15, receive 15% off. If you need some high quality arm wrestling handles, get over to gripzilla.com. Use the code Paul10, receive 10% off. And if you got any nagging injuries, like us arm wrestlers all do, get that VitaCell stem cell therapy. I'll attach the link in the description, and I could also get you a discount on that as well. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce today's special guest. They got some big super matches going on this weekend at the FAL event in Spring Hills, Florida. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce Anna Gronlund, Sarah Backman, and Ebba Lindesh. Did I say that right, Ebba? Did I get that last name right? Lindstedt.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Swedish name.
So what's up, ladies? I am so happy to have you guys on, and I am so excited about this weekend. We got a great event coming up. We know Pro Gear is hosting it with their amazing gym, and Mike and Sarah are going to be a big part of it. Sarah's got her main event super match going against Anna Gronlund, and I believe this is a rematch, correct?
Oh, no. It's 4 years ago. I was a newbie back then.
And we only put left.
Yeah, we only put left.
We never went fighting.
Nope.
So it don't count.
Doesn't count.
Okay, so I wanted to first start off and just kind of catch up all the subscribers on Anna, your journey into arm wrestling. So how long ago did it start, and how did you find arm wrestling?
It's 7 years ago. I was introduced to arm wrestling by Claes Mårtensson. He's a Swedish puller, and he's been pulling in arm wars, amongst others. He was a very good friend of my ex's, and he encouraged me to try. And so I did. And I'm now almost 7 years into the sport. I've gone from being a fairly mediocre puller at age 40 to now age 47. I've won the worlds left and right. Last year and this year I placed bronze. So
wow, I can't believe you're 47. I'm thinking you're in the low 30s. Like, oh my God, wow, that's pretty impressive, Anna. Whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Yeah.
So let me ask Eva the same question. We know you have a big match going on this weekend against Merlene Bellet. So I wanted to find out, when did you find arm wrestling, and how long ago was that?
I have only been in arm wrestling for not even 2 years.
Wow.
So I'm a newbie. Yeah.
So is this your first super match ever?
Yes, it is.
Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so being able to across the sea and get my first super match here, it's a great honor. It is.
You got to be some high quality puller, because they got you going against the #1 lady in all North America in the 154 class, and that being Merlene Bellet. So you're definitely going to have your hands full, and coming in only 2 years experience. Wow, this is going to be real interesting. How are you feeling? Are you feeling confident?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. I've been working hard, training hard, resting for the past a week. Now I starting to feel a bit understimulated, so I take that as a good sign that my muscles want to work, but yeah, I got introduced by a couple of guys I got to know, and Emil Ekström is one of them. So yeah, and then I just went on from there. Competed in Swedish nationals 5 months since I started. So I won in my
that is unreal. That just saying that is crazy. I can't even imagine it. I'm pretty new myself, and to think just to come in 2 years and winning nationals, that says a lot.
Oh, my nationals are in less than 5 months after starting.
Yeah, 5 months after training.
My God.
How old are you?
27.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And a long, nice career in front of her.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
that I was stuck.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I also want to hear Sarah Backman. We know you're one of the best female pullers on the planet. And I want to hear the same story. How long ago did you start arm wrestling, and how did you find arm wrestling?
I started in 2006, November 19. I won an arm wrestling tournament in school. I was 14 years old, and my teacher encouraged me to do it for real. And I didn't even know it was a sport, but I went to the local team in Stockholm, and Malin and Fia was there. And on my first day, and I looked at them and I was like, I want to be like you guys. So that was the day my life changed forever. November 19, 2006. And like Ebba, I also won Swedish nationals in 5 months in junior and senior category. And it just took off from there. 2 years later, I became a world champion. And I was obsessed for 7 years. It was all I did for 7 years. And then I kind of took a 2-3 year break. And now I've been back at it for 4 years.
Wow, it's just amazing hearing these Swedish arm wrestlers. I mean, what do you guys contribute to you guys being so successful in our sport so quick? Is it the level of competition over there?
Yeah. So here's my theory, right? Like I've been in the United States for 10 years now, and still I'm a female. It's like one more girl in Florida, and like I'm the only one in my team, and and I don't have any girls to train with, and I get maybe someone once in a while, and I encourage like the shit out of them, right? And they seem to be into it, but then they fall off. I don't know if it's how we're raised in Sweden. Like you're raised to be independent. Like they look up to you if you are a strong, independent Viking. Like that's something to aspire to be. To where in America it's more like women should be women, like stay in a feminine role, kinda. It's not looked at the same way. It's kind of my experience with it. Like when I was in Sweden, at any given practice, twice a week, there would be at least 10 women. Yeah. Any given tournament, there would be 15 women. Like you always had to stay on top of it, because if you were like missing a practice or whatever, somebody else was training harder than you, and you were gonna miss your spot. Like so you just thought about it all the time. I miss that.
Yeah. But I agree with you. I think that we get more room. We get more time at the table, and more women to train with to start with.
We are probably more involved by the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, Anna and Ebba, how many other females are at your practices on a weekly basis?
For you, I think it's
just me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I travel around to the clubs nearby.
Okay.
So the other teams to practice with the girls that have more girls than just one. I had one girl, but she has fallen off a bit. But she has another sport as well. So, but yeah, it's me, or unless I go to another team training.
I think it's different for me because I live in Denmark, and the sport isn't as big in Denmark as it is in Sweden. When I used to live in Sweden, I lived up north, close to where I'm living now. And in my club, there were at least 10 girls who were training.
Wow.
Whereas
is the one
with the most girls.
Yeah.
And we were a lot of girls there training. And now I, not regularly, but I try to travel to Sweden and train with Pia Reisig. She's now the current right arm world champion from this year's Worlds. So I get to train with her at least. And then usually for her training, there are a couple of other girls coming too. If I'm coming, they're coming too. But normally I train with the guys in my own club. They're my size, bigger, but it doesn't really matter. I get the same amount of training and the same amount of help. There is no difference, at least in my club, between men and women at all.
Now let me ask you: are you pinning the guys around your size?
Yeah, I am.
Oh wow. Okay. So me, I just want to remind everybody. I put that out. I think it was on the FAL channel. Brandon brought up. He's like, "Yo, what class do you think we got to put these ladies in where they're not going to dominate?" I was like, "Oh, put them in my class, the 198 amateurs." So he was like, "All right, well, I'll throw $100 if anybody could beat Paulie." And I'm like, "You know what? Throw $500 on top of that." After I said that, I'm realizing now what I'm doing. I'm putting a bullseye in the back of my head, and I got two killers right over there. It's sizing me up right now.
Like,
So there's a lot of money on the line if you could pay me in that 198 class. So I don't know. You girls might be jumping in there. And I was just telling this other guy this. I had this guy Eric Harlan hit me up, and he watched that FAL, and I guess he took some sort of offense of me saying that I was going to come in and win that 198 amateurs. And he's like, "I'm coming to beat you. There's no way that you're going to win." I said, "Well, bro, I just made this real interesting." I said, "I just added $500 for any of the ladies, that think they could pin me." I was like, "So they're going to be let loose in this 198 class. So you better not be worried about me. You better be worried about the ladies because they're coming, bro." So just so you guys know that challenge is out there. If you guys want to enter in and all, I definitely would love to test myself against you girls and all. But I wanted to ask Anna. So I know this got to be a big match for you, going against Sarah. And I'm thinking this is going to kind of give you a good idea of your progression in the sport and all that. So kind of give us like the background of how you're taking this match and all your prep for it.
well, as you know, I've been sick this week, and last week I competed in Worlds. So I've been training for Worlds with Sarah in mind because I know it was only going to be a week in between. Unfortunately, I also had a stomach flu when competing at Worlds. So I've had 2 quite not so healthy weeks behind me, but I'm hoping that it's going to be enough. And I actually stepped on the scale this morning, and I'm the lightest I've ever been without weight cutting in the last 5 years.
What are you?
Less than 80 kilos.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, so how much is that in pounds?
It's 177.
Okay.
So I don't weigh that much anymore.
Sarah, what are you at right now? Because I remember when we were training together, I think we were around like 187 or something. That was like a while back.
I was 183 this morning, but I have been walking around the past couple months around 187, 188.
Okay.
Yeah. I can see that she's clearly bigger than me, Paul. So I'm not disillusioned in any way, but it's going to be a very interesting thing for me. I waited for this match for 4 years, and I knew I wasn't ready until now. So I don't know about the outcome, but I'm very interested in the try. And it's also going to give me a good idea of how close I am to where I need to be, which is why I'm really happy that Sarah accepted the match. Because for me, she's had a bullseye on her back for the last 4 years, to be honest. That's awesome.
We got a super chat in from David Tomez for $11.11. How's it going tonight, Paul? Going great, David. Thank you for that super chat. Really appreciate that, brother. Sarah, I wanted to know from you. So you took this match and all. What has been going on before? How is training going? I think you were nursing an injury. Was that on the left arm or?
Yeah. So something is up with my shoulders. Like I keep tearing shoulders, right? So that's what I'm recovering from right now on my left. But I've been like 7 weeks cleared now. I've been training, and I'm actually not far away. Like on the table, it's a little uncertain. I don't dare to go like 100% against the guys. I don't do a hit, but I feel super strong in my hand, and I just need a couple more weeks. Like maybe by the end of the year, I should be 100% with my left. But right on, I am stronger than ever. I've been following the program for 4 or 5 months now.
Yeah, I remember you saying it. It was like a powerlifting kind of routine? I think
No.
I
hired Chris Drummond from Ohio, and he's been programming my training now for a couple months, and I have responded extremely well. I train way less than I ever have. It's like 3 or 4 workouts a week.
How does that work for you though? Because I know you're like me, and you love just being in the gym. So is it hard for you to stay out?
It was so hard in the beginning, and I even like expressed my dissatisfaction with it to him. I was like, honestly, I'm leaving the gym feeling like I'm not doing enough. Like I want to train more. It's like, just trust the process. And I know this. I've been working with coaches before, and it's actually like now, like 4 or 5 months in, that I'm like, all right, like
It's
I
making
see
sense
now,
now.
like it's paying off now. Like, so you just gotta trust the process. And
So
that's cool.
this super match to you is going to be also a very big test to see if this new training program is working out and translates to the
Exactly.
table.
And I made a deal with myself too. Like the last couple of years, I only have like one match a year, and that's not enough. Like I look at all these guys. There's pay-per-views every month, and there's like the same guys on the card, and that inspired me. Like I have to be more active. And also, when I do have a match, I do realize that like I'm not as alert as I should be, and that only comes from experience. From you have to have the setting, the referee, the setup, like the start, the ready go. So I made a deal with myself that I'm going to say yes to every match or everybody that wants to go against me. I'm not gonna say no.
Oh no, now the phones are going to start ringing. Everybody, every
Yes,
promoter
yes.
in this planet is going to be hitting you up right now, like challenging you.
Yes, I love
No.
But
So I got to ask you ladies, Anna, what are you most concerned about with Sarah's style? Is there anything that presents a problem for you?
her speed.
Okay. her
You have
speed.
to understand, first of all, Sarah is more experienced than I've ever been, and I will never be, because she will always be further ahead of me. She's been doing this for a much longer time, and I'm also much older. I don't have the amount of fast pitch that she has. So I know she's fast. And
So,
that's I know.
let me ask you this. Do you believe that she's going to be doing the hitting, or are you going to try hitting first?
I think she's gonna be doing the hitting, and I'm gonna have to catch.
Okay. Now, Sarah, same question for you. What style, are you nervous in any way of Anna's style?
actually, like I am so excited for this. Like you have to understand, like Anna is the WAF world champion in 80 kilo. There's no heavier title in the world. Like I have 8 WAF world titles, and that I take such huge pride in that. And she is 2-time in the 80 kilo category. Like that speaks like massive volume. And I'm so excited to see how this is gonna go. Because she's definitely up there. Like I don't underestimate her whatsoever. I take this extremely serious. I'm super excited.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you.
I did watch her at the Worlds last week, and she has a very like the setup is always intimidating for me, especially if you have that back pressure. I'm just gonna try to do my thing though. We'll see if we go.
Who has the advantage strength-wise out of you two?
I think Sarah is stronger than me.
I don't know about that. I see how you trade on Instagram. What the hell? Like, no, you lift some serious weights. Like, I don't know. I don't look at weight so much anymore. Actually, my training, it's more about feeling and like the angles and stuff. But Anna impressed the shit out of me. Like, I love seeing what she's doing. So. Yeah, I don't know who's stronger. You're probably stronger in deadlift and all those exercises than me right now. I can't lift heavy for shit.
Let me ask you guys both the same question on this. What do you prioritize more, table time or gym time? Anna first.
Table time, without a doubt. And if I could do more table time, I would. But in my age, it's not possible anymore because it didn't start like that. I now, after I've had the match with Sarah, I'm going to World Combat Games in end of October. I've been chosen as an athlete, and it's the equivalent of the Olympics more or less. And I'm 47 years old, and this is gonna be my probably only chance to be there. So when I get home, I'm not gonna be doing much gym. I'm gonna focus on table time, at least 2 times a week. If I can, I will do 3 times a week. So table time is by no mistake the absolute most important thing.
Now, when you say you do 2 to 3 sessions on the table a week, obviously it's not going to be at 100%. Can you kind of give us a percentage of how hard you're going to go in those table times?
So one is full force, more or less, for 2 hours, and the other 2 are technique trainings, where you maybe do 50%. But you really work on the technique and the hits and where the angles should be.
I like
But
how
one
that
is
sounds.
really hard because that's going to develop some more muscle strength as you go along.
And I'm going to ask Sarah the same thing, but I do remember, Sarah, you do more table time than most people in United States. I believe you had 2 practices a week, right, at your gym?
Yes, and that's what I did when I lived over in Sweden too. For 6-7 years, I trained twice a week, like rain or shine. I never missed a Thursday or a Sunday. It was like religion to me.
Now is one of them 100%, and then the other one was technical work,
I
or
always aimed to do 100% at both, but obviously that's not really possible. Like, one time I would hurt, and you start to have aches and you don't recover enough, but you got to push through all that to reach the next level. But yeah, I always say, like, if you want to become a good drummer, like, you're not gonna play guitar, right? Like, you gotta practice drums, Like, I don't know if it's really the same thing with arm wrestling, but I believe in table time so much, and that's like the number one thing. Like, you've got to have the feel, but you can't skip the gym either. Like, it's equally important. So.
But what about you,
Ebba, the same question for you. Where do you? I know you're 2 years in and all. Are you doing more table time now? Are you putting more focus in that, or is gym time?
I try to do like once a week table time and once a week the arm wrestling specifics in the gym, and then a few times like full body once a week as well.
Okay. Oh, we got Merlene Burwett in the house. What's going on, Merlene? Merlene's got the big match this weekend, this Saturday, going against Ebba. Merlene, is your audio on right now?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Yeah.
can. Loud and clear.
Hey guys. Hello. I'm sorry, what you guys say? I didn't hear it.
So we were just kind of catching up with everybody, and we were asking everybody, what do they prioritize more, table time or gym time? So Merlene, we want to get the answer from you, but we also know you're a veteran in the sport as well. I know you were in about 10 years back, and then you took a couple years off. So I'm very curious to hear what you're going to say as to what you prioritize more.
Yeah, I was in it for about an 11-year break and just got back in about 2-3 years ago. For me, the years leading up before I joined again, it was hard to find train with. There's a lot of exercises that I always did but to me, I think table time is really crucial. Table time and tournament time is, like Sarah said, and like many would agree, there's nothing like a ready go in practice,
Yeah,
So.
I totally agree. What I've come to realize, and the best formula for myself is table time is the priority, and that's where you figure out your weapons, your tools, and then you take what your weapons are and you figure out how to work them in the gym and make them stronger. And that's how I kind of been going at things. And what I find that's been helping me lately is actually I do every other week table time. And what that's allowing me to do is I get a full week of really heavy lifting where I get my strength gains. And then that first week right after table time, I do all high volume work, and I just kind of get muscle memory going and blood flow. And it's been really working for me. And I feel in the last year, I've really leveled up a lot more, where when I first came into the sport, I was just focusing more on bodybuilding lifts and everything. And I kind of just sucked on the table. And I keep seeing Dan Shaw walking back and forth in the background over there. And then I see him commenting in the chat. So no, he goes, no, it was me, his dad, laughing out loud. So he's sneaking around in the back over there. There he is. Look at that stud. I love it. So we got another super chat in from Soul a Run. I don't know what that is, 250 something, but Sarah versus Anna, hype. I got Anna. Sorry, Sarah. Still loyal, girl. Thank you very much for that super chat. I really appreciate that, Sal. And what currency is that? I've never seen that. I wish it was $250, but so what is going on for this weekend, ladies? Are we also going to be going in the tournament after? Are we going to see you guys pulling in the tournament after the super matches, if the super matches go well?
Yeah. I think we are. we've already made an agreement with Neba at least that we're going to pull the guys class to see what happens because we want to cause some commotion. They're going to know that we're a force to be reckoned with. Yeah.
I love it. Hell yeah. And Merlene, what do you got to say to Ebba over here? Because I know you're a veteran in the game and you're representing North America, and I know you got these powerful Swede assassins coming in from overseas and everything. So what do you got to say representing North America?
I'm super excited for you guys, and I hope everybody and it all I got. Seeing where that is. Pretty much.
It's hard to hear, Merlene. You're cutting in and out. Kind of sounds like a robot. So I don't know if the ladies kind of hear you. It's like chopping up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but it's just
turn up your camera. If you turn up your camera and just use your sound, it's going to be better.
Yeah, that might be better.
Yeah, usually gives a little.
And what's crazy is I know Merlene is taking a drive tomorrow, so she's not flying in.
Have a seat. Why did you take your seatbelt off, my love? Have a seat, my love. Have a seat, please, sweetheart. Oh. Well, why you say cry? These are my babies in the car. Just picked them up from school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I am taking a drive right after work tomorrow, getting in a little late, probably around 10. But what I wanted to say was, I plan on giving it all I got. I've been hoping for years for opportunities like this. So now that it's here, I don't take it lightly. I take it pretty seriously, and I'm pretty excited. You know what I mean? I've been waiting for this since like last week. I've been really anxious waiting. It's like taking forever, but I'm really excited, and just hope I do everyone well. And I look forward to meeting you guys. Mommy.
I'm looking forward to meeting everybody as well. And Sarah, I had a quick question for you. As far as early weigh-ins, I know you could weigh in the night before. Now, is there a weigh-in at the venue, or is it the other pro gear gym?
No, it's at our new location where the venue is.
Okay.
6 and 8
In the morning?
No, at night.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I want to come weigh in that night before, this way I could eat and enjoy that night.
Nice.
Oh, so you're gonna eat yourself up when you're gonna meet us, huh?
Oh yeah. I'm trying to pack on some weight. Yeah, I'm a little nervous now. I got that bullseye in the back of my head. When I was on there, I'm just like, yeah, throw 500 hours. And then after, when I got off and I realized what I just did and what kind of killers you two are, I'm like, oh no, like this is just added a lot more stress on me.
Yeah, I look forward to the cash call.
I will definitely have the cash on me for sure, just in case. But I'm super excited. I'm pulling I think 5 classes that day. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna do 198, 220 with the left and right, and then on the right, I'm gonna also go up to the 242s and feeling a little spicy. So see how I could do that day. So anything else that you'd like to throw in about this weekend, ladies?
No, just that we are actually providing very high level female arm wrestling in Florida that normally belong in King of the Table in Dubai or East versus West in Istanbul. Actually, both of these matches against females here are very high level compared to what mostly happens, at least in Florida, and I think in big parts of the States normally too. And I don't think that all people are aware. We discussed it yesterday, me and Eva, and I'm not sure that guys really understand the level that the women that are coming are at. I'm not saying that we're challenging them, but the female arm wrestling that's coming this weekend is next level.
World class. This is a treat for Florida. And like we said on the FAL, we haven't had a high level super match in Florida for females in, I think it was like 10 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sarah. You might know something. Has there been any big high level super matches for females? Because you would be the one. Nope, nothing. So yeah, this is a big thing for the FAL. Definitely encourage Brandon to keep it going. Let's keep these ladies coming in. I know Chance was a big part of getting everybody out here as well. So I definitely encourage. Let's keep this high level female arm wrestling going in North America, please, guys. And we have another super chat from David Tomez. Thank you, brother. 3333. Here is 1111 for each of your 3 beautiful guests. Wow, that is very nice, bro. Appreciate that, Dave. Thank you very much, bro. Well, with that being said, ladies, I look forward to this weekend. I'm going to wish all of you the best of luck until it comes to the 198 men's amateur class. Then I am not wishing you any luck at all, and I'm going to beat you girls. But other than that, I wish you guys the best of luck. Looking forward to hanging out with everybody this weekend. And yeah, let's kill it. Let's have a great event this Saturday.
Thanks for having us, Paul.
Thanks for having us.